finally awake.
Ultrakill has been a game I have not stopped playing since I bought it. It's also a game that gives me such an adrenaline boost that I can be classified as a redneck on a highway. It's a game that has brought me a lot of joy in the form of bloody violence, so I'm here to tell you what I liked, disliked, and if you yourself should pick up this game. In Ultrakill, you play as a robot amply named V1 who uses blood, yes, blood, as a fuel source. This game takes place after the complete fall and extinction of humanity, and V1 must travel through the layers of hell to collect the blood of all the different creatures. For some reason. Yeah, I did a good amount of research into what plot there is so far in this game and couldn't really find a reason that V1 went to collect blood. I like to think that one day he just turned on and decided that hell was full and he was the one that needed to make room. The gameplay in this game is so wild, I had a hard time trying to describe it. Imagine this. Taking Doom, right? Increase the graphics, add jumping, an equally banger soundtrack, incredible movement, then crank the knob all the way to 10. The gameplay felt like a fever dream to me. Not only is the movement so incredible that even the slightest momentum can lead to the most insane gunplay of your life, one other thing that I do really enjoy about this game's unique gameplay is that all the guns are still kinda viable by the time you reach the later levels. Even the first gun you get, the revolver, is a completely viable weapon for mid to long range fights. Staying on the topic of weapons, the arsenal in this game is wild. Due to the game not fully being out yet, the weapons you find on your journey only have one other variant to it, and these variants don't take up a gun slot, so you can freely switch between them whenever, making for some insane moments. I'm a bit of a sucker for movement-based shooters. Hell, one of my favorite games of all time is Titanfall 2, a heavily movement-based game. So if you're new to the genre, take what I say with a grain of salt. First off, we can talk about the soundtrack. I mentioned it briefly, but the music in this game can really get your blood pumping. Most of the game's music is created by the game's maker himself, with a few exceptions. Second is the atmosphere of this game. Each subsection has a different theme to it, from weirdly nice to oh my god I'm in an area made out of flesh and muscle. Also, the levels in it are pristine. In the game there are about 20 levels with a few secret levels sprinkled in, all of which are different in layout and difficulty from the rest. The bosses in this game are equally as cool. There are 13 of them, and depending on what difficulty you're on, can range from wow, that was incredibly easy, to what the hell, this is my 15th time replaying this damn fight, I'm gonna go curl into a ball and cry. This is going to be a small section, mainly because I have devoted my life and soul to this game and really don't have much I dislike. But starting off with the difficulty. This may make me sound like a complete baby, but don't click off the video yet. The difficulty is difficulty. The higher you go, the harder it gets. That's just how it works. I've personally beaten all of the difficulties besides the super hard ones, but if I'm being honest, I enjoyed the game a lot more from the easiest to the standard difficulty range. Don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed playing the hard ones, but whenever I would go back to play the game again or just try to beat my previous time, I would usually do it on the more easier ones. And it's not just because I died 12 damn times in the first V2 fight. Other than that, I really don't have anything else to say bad about this game. After all, Ultrakill has quickly made its way up to my top 3 favorite games of all time. I'm actually pretty scared to show my Steam statistics for it because it actually looks like I have an addiction. Would I recommend this game to everybody? Yes, 100%. Now if you don't mind me, hell is full and I gotta go make room.